Delta0125 here again for YouTube with a H&K USP 45 ACP disassembly and reassembly, as well as a few points that I thought I'd point out for cleaning, since I just cleaned it a little bit ago. Anyways, doesn't really matter if I'm safe or fire, just make sure that your firearm is clear. First thing you do is you pop out your magazine, and so basically you just pop out your mag, pull this back like a 1911, but you have to put it on fire to do that. Right about there. Push through on the other side, hold it with your other hand, pull out your pin, and just pull forward on your slide. Your hammer is going to remain back. Doesn't matter if it's down or forward or whatever. Down, back, forward, whatever. Anyways, you just push forward on this and pull it out. Which, something that I noticed is this actually could use a little bit of lubrication if you're looking for a competition kind of USP. Not sure if anyone uses them in competition or not, but you can actually lubricate your springs and get it to cycle a little bit faster, but not by too much. Inside of the slide and everything was actually dirty right in here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's still some little streak marks. His barrel, chamber, whole barrel, all that was dirty. Cleaned it. I also cleaned the outside of it, where I noticed some carbon buildup. Inside the slide, there's black, filth all in here. There's actually some blowback back in here, as well as the bolt face was dirty. So I basically took, the solvent and everything, and I took the little jag that you put the piece of, little patch thing. Anyways, I took the jag and I took the patch and just laid it down with the solvent on it. Took the little jag piece that you put the patch in the loop, and it just pressed down on it and went back and forth along in here, this little groove, and cleaned it. Then did the same thing with a dry patch to remove the solvent afterwards. And down in here, I kind of cleaned it. I couldn't get into these really fine grooves for the frame of the pistol, I guess. But right here, I just took a solvent patch and rubbed it in there with a finger, and then I basically took a dry one, cleaned that out. Same thing right down here, but these things actually get pretty filthy, believe it or not. And I did the same for the ejection port right there. So yeah. Oh, and I cleaned right here where the extractor is and a little part leading to the extractor on the frame. Or slide, sorry. So anyways, that's disassembly. To reassemble it, all you do is take your barrel, make sure that the top part, facing downwards. This part right here has to face towards you as you're putting it in. Spring guide thing, this kind of tricked me the first time I took it apart, but then I started looking at it and I was like, oh, okay, that's how it goes. Herp derp. Take this little part, line it up with the notch, and just set it on there. So, don't need to hold it in or anything. Take it, line it up on the back, slide it over, and it's in place. Take your pen while you're holding it, and you just should be, there we go, pop it back in, check for function, works, check your barrel and everything, functions. And you can either decock, or you can store it for long-term storage by holding down on the hammer, depressing the trigger, and slowly releasing the hammer. Then, when all said and done, you can either take your loaded mag or your unloaded mag, whatever you want, and stick it back in your gun. And this one's not as easy as PT92. Like, just tap them and they'll slide in the PT92. But anyways, so yeah, it's the disassembly and reassembly of the H&K USP and 45 ACP. Hope you guys enjoyed. Also, the bottom rail here, you can actually buy a tactical light for the USP that's actually made by H&K. Oh, and before I get going on uploading these videos, I thought I'd show you a little point of interest I found while when I first got this from Smart Gunner 45, it wasn't even cleaned, and I still haven't cleaned it yet. But not sure if you guys can see down there or not, but on the USP, after you fire so many rounds through it, there's actually carbon buildup that builds up down in here, which I noticed. You also get a little bit up here. I mean, let me see, my ring finger's clean. Now watch this. See all that? It actually builds up down there. So eventually need to clean that. I mean, take a clean finger and just rub it down there in the USP. You'll see what I mean. So thought I'd point that out. And yeah. But I mean, that's not one point that you have to clean. It's just something that you might want to clean if you want to, you know, keep your guns clean like you do in 1911. You're all high on your guns being so nice and everything. By the way, I like these little 3-dot sights that the H&K USP has. So, anyways, I thought I'd just show that, you know. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to go upload these now. See y'all next video. Thanks for watching. Delta 0125 signing out.